And we're back again.
Howdy ho.
Welcome back to PS and Jess.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're supposed to do it like PS and
Jess.
Uh-oh. So, man, this has been one hell of a week.
Yeah.
I can't.
It was long.
It was.
But eventful in a good way, I feel like.
Yeah.
We had our anniversary, 2 years down.
On the 4th?
So,
Yep. On the 4th.
we got our nails did.
Yeah.
Went to Charbel Grill. That was good. That was a lot of food, though. It was, like, overwhelming. I was like, I took a bite. I was like, oh, my God, the guy's coming back with more meat. I was like, no, I'm not ready. But it was good. But I don't know. I feel like we were hungry for that, but maybe we need to go
yeah,
starving.
a little bit. I was
like,
a little hungry.
Because I feel like it's like all you can eat meat, like kind of like Iron Age, but I can go in on Iron Age, but that I was just like, I don't know, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. No.
But it was good. I'll go back.
So, I mean, I know you asked me when we were at lunch how I rated it.
Yeah.
I rated it like at a 7.
Yeah. I said like an 8.
I think what did it for me was like, I mean, I would literally be like a couple bites into like what they had first brought out.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, I got some more for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth the money, I think, but
yeah, it's definitely quality meat and like it was good.
I think so. It was the first time I have been there.
Yeah.
I have never been there before. If you haven't checked it out, you should. Charbel.
Yeah, Charbel.
I kept calling it charcoal. So, but yeah, we spent our 2-year anniversary together. Jessica tries to take the day off.
Yeah, use my personal day, personal leave.
I try to take the day off as much as I can. I had to work that day, but I mean not until the evening. But yeah. One of the traditions that we have came up with. Well, I think you came up with this idea. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, so we just go back to the spot that we got married at every year and take a picture so that way we can see how we're changing over the years. So
at our church.
Yeah. Yep. So it makes it easy because it's close. We go there all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the idea.
No, it's still special. I feel like even if it was somewhere else, I would hope that we would be able to still do that somehow.
Do you still have the photos? Our first one we did there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was like a month later. I think we were like slacking last year when we did it. I think
because it was our first year.
Yeah, it was definitely like
October, it was our first year doing it.
But
I think you still have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll show that to you.
Yeah.
So you can see it, and then the one that we just took on.
Yeah, I feel like we need to make like an album that's just like that, so we can see it like over the years or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they don't get lost because I have like 12,000 pictures on my phone.
I know. We talked about that last time.
I thought we might have. I was like.
So, speaking of 2 years of marriage, I kind of want to like talk about how we got to that point where we met and stuff. Okay. I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
But our story is a little bit more. For me, it was unexpected. Very unexpected. So,
I think same. I didn't go into it with anything.
Yeah. So, like, I mean,
I'm just trying to make some money, be your personal trainer.
I'm not even gonna. Jesus, that was just so. So, anyways, 2021. 2021. It was around. Well, as a matter of fact, we didn't know this at the time, but me and you, my first time ever going to our church, I think my first Sunday ever going there was your first Sunday ever going there.
Yeah, or definitely like around the same time.
It had to been like if it wasn't, then it was really, really close.
Yeah.
Maybe not the same service or something like that, but I remember the first time I went to our church. And then the pandemic happened, or it was like it was just getting ready to start. And then a mutual friend of ours, and so at our church they have this thing called Young Adults Night, right?
It's fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun. So a mutual friend of ours invited me to it. I'm 35. I'll be 36 in January, and at the time, I was I was younger, obviously, but
Yeah.
Jessica was going also. But that night, I was just on my way home, and I lived in a different city that's like 40 minutes away in Herndon. That's when I lived in Herndon.
Yeah.
And our church is in Woodbridge, and I get a text, hey, come through, something along the lines of that, and I end up going. I'm like, okay, I got nothing else better to do. I was just going to go home and like drink some beer or something like that and just chill. I mean, I was single. I had
As a Pringle.
Yep, I was having that little bachelor life and stuff.
I was
and
just chilling.
And I remember, I'll never forget it. I as soon as I turned the corner, you know how the corner is in the law. As soon as I turned the corner, her hair was braided like that.
Oh yeah, the French braids.
The French braid
Yeah.
to the sides, and she's with a couple of her friends. And I noticed her. Like, I mean, immediately I noticed you from across the room. And I was like, who is that? I don't know what it was. I really I can't explain it. I just don't know. It's just something
The
at
light
that.
was shining down on me.
No, it was dark.
There was still a light shining down on me.
Yeah.
How did you see me?
But I saw her, and then I just kept, like, every time that an activity would happen.
Yeah, there was like a lot of games that night, and it was fun. So he'd always like, oh, I want to play too. Come be my partner and everything.
Yeah.
Or like partner adjacent, like not be my partner, but be like with somebody else. Or were we partners?
No, me and you played the wasn't it the there was a straw game, I think. You know what I'm gonna do? They have to have it stored somewhere.
I mean,
They were recording that
Yeah,
night.
they were definitely getting footage. So
Yeah, they were getting footage.
gotta
that night.
ask Andre.
I'm gonna ask. We're gonna get in touch with them. That would be really cool to see that and to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually would be pretty cool.
'Cause it was April Fool's. That was the first day.
It was April Fool's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, April Fool's 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It was. That's right.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Still waiting for it to be a big joke.
No, but yeah, I kept wanting to be her partner. And then at the end of the night, right, I had a German Shepherd at the time, and Chuck was with me.
Yeah, Chuck was so tiny back
Yeah,
then.
he was
so
the
cute.
tiniest thing. I miss Chuck to death.
Yeah.
Chuck was with me, and he was. I used to leave him out in the truck sometimes because he used to just like to sleep, and he was out in the truck. And then I remember at the end of the night, I brought him into the church, and Jessica pet him or whatever. So there was somebody that was with you that I for some reason thought was her boyfriend, and
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
my whole world just fell apart at that moment. So this same mutual friend that invited me to Young Adults Night was there having a conversation with you guys, and then I just kind of I didn't butt into the situation. I was just like saying, goodbye or whatever, and then I think it was you that asked me
I did.
about personal training, or I had mentioned something about my belly.
Or maybe I like told you what I did or something.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
it was. That's what it was. You told me
I
that
feel
you
like
were a
would
personal
just bring
trainer.
that up, yeah.
And then that was it. I mean, I was like, oh, I saw an opportunity at that point, and I was like, I actually needed a personal trainer. Like, I was out of shape, and that's when I was drinking a lot too. And I hired her as my personal trainer. I mean, I was just the first couple sessions I think I took seriously, but then after that I was just kind of like,
Yeah, you were pushing yourself. You're like, you can't look like a little baby in front of me.
oh my god.
You're like running the trails.
I ran a
doing the
mile and I
exercise.
felt like I ran like 10 miles. But I couldn't
was
go
fun.
down. I couldn't go
Yeah.
down because I was like, I can't do this in front of her. So, and then, I ended up starting to become afraid that, because I was not in a really good space mentally in my life at that point when I first met you.
Well, don't skip to that. I mean, like, when we were, like, doing the training sessions and stuff. Because, like,
Oh, yeah,
remember when,
yeah.
like, I went back through the text and everything? I was, like, reading how, like, we
Yeah,
were texting
she did that
and stuff.
a
and
few
he
weeks
was
ago.
like, hey, what's up? Like, nothing. He's like, oh, okay. Just sending, like, pictures and, like, videos of you at work or whatever. But even, like, when we were training, you would just be asking, like, odd questions that you would just like not have with like your personal trainer, just like, yeah, so like if you were like in a scenario like this, or like what kind of things do you like, or how to talk about relationships. Is like, this is weird, but I was like, all right, I mean, I'm just gonna go with it, you know. It's just a conversation. But I mean, I was kind of like, you know, obviously like picking up. I was like, oh, okay, I mean, maybe he's like asking this for a reason or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Then I ghosted you.
yeah.
It's a surprise, isn't it? Yeah. I ghosted her. I disappeared for like 2 months, 3 months.
Well, I
something like
think you were away on work as well, so that was part of it. But
that. Yeah, but I didn't text you.
no,
I didn't call you.
yeah,
I mean, and you know the reason that I did that. The reason I did that was because I think at that point I was conscious about my
feelings.
Like,
Yeah,
I knew that I did not want to hurt you.
Mhm.
I knew I didn't want to like cause damage. I was like, no, I'm not. It's something about her that was just like really.
I think it's just because like I'm like a really nice person, so you don't want to. Okay, what? I am.
She's really nice.
I am. People say that all the time. It's like I'm just like a chill, nice.
Yeah, no,
person.
you are.
Just-
You are. I'm not
Yeah.
taking that away from you. But that girl in your belly right now is just. Emotions are right now are like.
And so are yours.
Yes. Yes.
So-
Yes, definitely.
goes together there.
But anyways, before we get off track here, yeah, no, I was in a really bad spot back then, and I was just doing what a single man would do. But then this same mutual friend was having a surprise birthday dinner, and I remember that Jessica worked in the same shopping center.
Yeah.
And I texted her. I was like, hey, so-and-so's having a surprise birthday party at this place. Why don't you come on by? That was June 17th. Yes, that was June 17th of 2021. And I hadn't seen you in a little bit at that point. And then I asked Jessica, at the end of the night, it was just our mutual friend and his wife and me and her.
Yeah.
And there was like 20-something people at this party. Everybody left, and it was just us four left. I got drunk, and I sang you Tennessee Whiskey
Oh yeah, on the stage.
on the stage. And that what was supposed to be a 5-minute walk ended up being like an hour and a half, 2-hour walk around.
Yeah,
the
you're
shopping
just
center.
gonna like literally walk me across. Like this is like the restaurant, and then my car was like here.
Yeah.
We went like.
Yeah, we ended up walking around for a while that night, and then I told her that, you know, like, hey, you know, like,
Yeah.
I really like you, you know, like, there's
No,
just
you
something.
said that you loved me. I was like,
I was like, yo, I was falling in love with you.
I was like, whoa.
I didn't say I love you. I was like, I was falling in love with
Yeah.
you.
Well, either way, you said the L word, and I'm like, whoa. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I was like,
I did.
We were just training. I was like, what?
But I asked you out on a date,
Yeah.
and we went out on our first date June 18th. We still have pictures of that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
Um,
still my contact photo for you. Is our
Yeah,
first picture on the date
yeah.
in
So,
Old Town Alexandria.
talk a little bit about how that evening went on our first date.
It was a lot of fun. We went to Sakura, got some good food there, and then
Yep.
yeah, we just went to Old Town Alexandria to walk around, and I don't even think we really went by the water, did we?
No. We
No.
walked on the No,
Yeah.
we walked on the Woodrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we walked on there, just like chilling, and then like we stopped at this like overlook, and he's just like looking at me, you know, the look, and I'm like, okay. So
I don't know what look you're talking about.
the I want to kiss you look, but you're just looking at me. So
I just want to clarify. I did not go in for the first kiss.
because you were giving
No,
me
there's no because.
no,
There's
you
no
were
because.
giving me the
I
look,
didn't-
so I gave you a kiss.
But who went in for the kiss?
I just said that I did.
Okay, but you're
Because
acting like
'cause, you know,
you're
you
acting
would-
like I'm the one that was like telling you kiss me. I was looking at you because I was like, man, I would really like to kiss her,
And I could tell that was your face and how you were feeling.
but you didn't
So
let me. You didn't let me initiate the first.
Because you
kiss.
took too long.
Because I was like still like I hadn't been out on a date in a long time at that point. What am I supposed to just be like?
No.
Exactly. I didn't
like-
know what to do at that
That's
point.
all I did to you. I was like,
Yeah, she did. She went in for the first kiss.
yeah.
We went back to my truck, and we were leaving.
Oh, and then I saw a scooter. I was like, oh, I want to ride the scooters. And you're like, okay.
So yeah, so she said, I have never ridden a scooter before. I said, you've never ridden a scooter before? She's like, no, I want to ride one of those scooters. I was like, oh, all right. So I park. Like 5 minutes after she said this, I parked. And I'm showing off. I'm like I'm downloading the app. I'm like,
I had to get like 5 different apps because like the scooters were like
yeah,
dead.
they were like dead and
like-
stuff. But we finally found
Yeah.
some charged scooters, and this was like around 11 something at
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
and we ended up riding around Old Town Alexandria for like 4.5 hours, 5
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, we were there till like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
But we were literally just riding around. We found like some like creepy kind of tunnel.
Yeah,
And,
we were riding scooters
stuff.
where we shouldn't have been riding scooters.
yeah, just
yeah,
like riding
on
the
the paths
street.
and
Then we,
stuff.
what is it? Is it the George Washington Memorial or what is that building at the top of the hill?
Yes, the George Washington Memorial in
Mm-hmm.
Alexandria.
Yeah.
That's where we had our like real intimate like first kiss,
Yeah, and we danced.
and we danced.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice.
We danced. I put a song on my cell phone and
Hmm.
we danced. There were some drunk people
Yeah, drunk
on the
kids,
monument,
Like, I was like, okay.
and they were like, "Woo!" You know, like
Yeah, just having a good time.
they
I
were
was
just
like,
having a good time. Yeah, and we were. It was nice because it was a really clear night in June.
yeah, it was really
And
nice.
you could see the
out.
planes landing at Reagan, and it was quiet. And then we just rode around and then you didn't even get no sleep. Poor thing, you didn't even get no sleep.
It's fine. Back then, I could just keep going, just be
So-
out all night, and then just go.
Just
all day.
just a little secret, right? She knows about this, so it's really not a secret. I had a trip planned
Yeah.
to go somewhere. I was going to California, and I canceled my whole trip.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, I lost like $2,300. I canceled that whole trip And I was like, I'm not going anywhere.
Can't leave me.
Yeah, I couldn't leave her. And then, so I lived in Herndon, and I think I remember telling you. Didn't I tell you that I moved from Herndon to Lorton?
Yeah.
And the reason that I moved from Herndon to Lorton was because I wanted to be closer to you.
Yeah, it was a long drive because I was.
It was a long drive.
To you too.
Yeah. And I literally like moved out and moved to Lorton to be closer to you, and the day that I was signing my lease for the basement that I was going to rent, Jessica was there. And when I introduced her, I was like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. This is Jessica. This is my girlfriend. And Jessica was like...
But I'm not going to say anything in front of the landlord. It's like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah. So, the sign, whatever. And we go back out to my truck. And she's like, so I'm your girlfriend? I said, yep.
Like,
and
okay.
That was it. We've been together ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
Since that day that I signed my lease.
Yeah.
And I broke the lease. I did everything. Like once we got together, I was all about her. I still am all about her sometimes.
Yeah, all the time.
Thank you for admitting that. I really appreciate it.
But, were you trying to like not look like you were still all about me? My bad.
But yeah, that's how we started out.
Yeah.
That was very, very special.
Mm.
I love telling that story because just of the way that we literally met. It was just it was really nice. I will admit that. Like it was very, very, very nice.
Mm.
And I wanted to tell that story just to come to kind of like this point. If you're out there and you're single or you're having relationship problems or something, and you're one of those people that get into a relationship and then you get into a relationship for the wrong reason and then you realize it and you make the same mistake over again and stuff, or you just like keep looking, whether it's for a woman or a man, whatever your situation may be,
Just don't look.
yeah.
I feel like that's...
I was not looking.
No, me either. I was just chilling. I'm like, whatever. I was like, if something happens, cool. But if not, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's cool
just-
too. So
I mean, I really wasn't on dating apps, you know.
I never was.
I was just chilling.
Yeah.
I really was. I was just chilling. I never did the dating app very much, but don't look. Just let it be. Just let it happen. And you just never know. I mean, look at us. That is rude.
I'm
oh my
sorry.
God. Is this... You guys are boring her because she just yawned. Oh my
No,
God.
babe, you know that once I start yawning, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, it is.
And my eyes water, and the people are like, oh my God, are you crying? I'm like, no, I just yawned. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm literally not crying.
But, yeah. Where was I at? Oh, yeah, don't look.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'll be surprised what comes up. I was surprised. I
Mhm.
really was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been...
I didn't see it coming.
It's been quite a... You didn't see it coming. I never expected it. Never expected it. Yeah. I never expected
And
it.
I blew your expectations away.
You did. You did. I mean, prior to you, that, you know, I always dated older women. I mean, like, I'm not talking about like 2-3 years older than me. I'm talking like 10 to 15 years older than me. And you're actually the youngest woman that I had ever dated, and you ended up being the...
That's something to
Goofy.
brag about.
No, you're because we're 6 years apart, and
Yeah.
I was very, very surprised by that. But man, look at us now, 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Been
Ezra.
a bit of a roller coaster, but
It has.
I feel like that's like any like relationship or like at least like marriage.
Yeah.
There's gonna be ups and downs. If you're always up, like there's obviously gonna be a down. And if you're down, the up is coming. You just have to work a little harder to get back up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we're a great team.
Yeah.
We're a great team.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. There's no doubt about that. You get on my nerves.
All the time. You get on my nerves.
I do.
Like purposely, and I don't understand it. And I'm like,
I love to do that.
I'm like respectfully, like please stop, and you just like, I'm like, but
Yeah. I was doing that today.
yeah.
I was.
And it's like, why can you not just answer a simple question?
Nope. Nope. I've
And then
refused.
you like do the runaround, and then I'm just like,
Yep. And now look at her and purposely do it. I just like she could tell by the look in my eye. That's what I'm doing.
it's very annoying.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna leave you guys this week.
Yeah.
But that was a really good conversation. I'm glad we got to touch on that a little bit. You know, our 2-year anniversary. If you're having an anniversary out there, or got one coming up soon, enjoy it. Go get
Yeah.
your nails done.
What do you guys do? What should we do next year? Or what are just like some good date ideas? I don't know. Like I don't want to keep doing the same old, same old. Got to switch it up. Do something.
No, that's too expensive.
It can be free.
It can be.
Yeah.
But usually the free stuff always costs something.
Parks are free. I like.
You gotta spend gas to get there.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. We're just starting back out, so we don't have a lot of viewers right now, but we'll see what happens. You just never know. But please don't forget, like, comment, share, and
subscribe.
thank you for joining us for another episode of PS and
Jess.
and we'll catch you on the next episode. Mwah.